coming up also to the 75th anniversary of Windrush, HMT Empire Windrush, docked in Tilbury on the 22nd of June 1948, bringing 492 passengers here from the Caribbean islands, Jamaica, Trinidad and Tobago. Lots of events to commemorate that important anniversary, not least a big exhibition at Clapham Library called A Voyage Through the Generations, Windrush, A Voyage Through the Generations. Jim Grover, who's behind that, is the photographer and creator of that exhibition, is with us in the studio, as is Deborah Klass, who's CEO of the Windrush Generation Legacy Association and a subject of one of the photographs in the exhibition. Morning to you both.
Morning.
I know that your father founded a charity which has brought a lot of people in for their recollections, for their memories. Is it an emotional time, Deborah, when they look back over their lives at this big moment?
Absolutely. You know, when we first opened the charity, and even now, when people come and visit us, it invokes lots of different feelings, and it's a reminiscence moment. And we have lots of boxes of tissues for lots of tears where people, you know, share their stories and reminisce, good and bad stories, but things which mean something to them. And so, you know, it's really wonderful to have, we have an in situ exhibition in Croydon, which is there all the time.
You prompt the memories, don't you? You've recreated the sort of room that many people would have moved into.
Absolutely. So our exhibition is a front room, a dining room and a bedroom exhibition which transports you back to the Windrush periods. It's a 1950s, 60s exhibition.
And is part of the importance of an anniversary like this, saying not just to children of Windrush people, but also to their grandchildren and others who come along, this is what it was like, so different from the world you can imagine now.
Yeah, so absolutely. I mean, we do lots of work with schools, lots of outreach with schools. So our exhibition is visited by schools. We invite you all to come and visit. And the work which was done, we met Jim through it.
Well, let's bring Jim in.
Yeah.
Because Jim, you were in this studio 5 years ago talking about the same subject, and back you are. You are not, I should point out, it's radio. You are not the son or the grandson of Windrush, people who came over on HMS Windrush.
Indeed. So the story begins for me 6 years ago. At the end of a church service, I was chatting to a gentleman called Trevor, and he came over in 1963 at the age of 16. And I'm always on the lookout for photo stories. And he said, you know, would you like to come and visit my Domino's Club? And I had no idea in the heart of Clapham there was a Domino's Club. So I went along there on June the 1st, 2017, that's 6 years ago tomorrow when my new exhibition opens, and I discovered that Domino's is just one part of this distinctive culture and tradition that the Caribbean community kind of hold on to, and so that just opened up a whole year of exploring these traditions, the culture, you know, visiting people, being invited into people's homes, community groups. Incredible.
And will they hold on to that culture, partly as a result of anniversaries like this, partly a result of your exhibition? Or is there a fear, as there is in all migrant communities, that eventually it gets forgotten?
No, I think my observation is that the Caribbean community are incredibly proud of their heritage and their roots. And this new work explores how the subsequent generations are living their lives in terms of that culture and traditions. And absolutely, it's still very much alive. I think individuals make their own choices about how much they express those, but absolutely they are alive and kicking in South London.
And Deborah, is there a lesson not just for people like you who've got direct connections with Windrush, but for people like me, for others listening who have no connection with it at all?
Yeah, definitely. I think that the Windrush legacy is actually fundamental to the British culture, and it's really significant and important that people, you know, get familiar with it.
Well, thank you very much indeed, Deborah Klass, your Chief Executive of the Windrush Generation Legacy Association. Thank you also to Jim Grover. The exhibition is at Clapham Library, but if you go to the BBC website, you'll see the photographs there, you'll see this story there, and you click through and you can get to that. Thank you very much.
Thank you.